You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Hello, everybody. We are live again, and I'm joined by Rev Callie as well as Loretta. Good day, ladies. How you doing?
Happy 420.
Happy 420. That's right. It is 420, is it not?
Happy 420, Lo.
Lo, you're probably muted. She can't hear us.
She can't hear us.
Oh, I don't know why she can't hear us.
She needs to turn her phone up.
Maybe she does. I don't know if she's muted or not. She's waving. She's waving at us. She can see.
She's got some dabs. Us. It looks like she's got some dabs.
Right. Okay. I think I just added
Glenn.
There's Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. Happy 420.
Happy 420 to you too.
Happy 420. Now we've got an audio issue there, Loretta. Loretta, if you can hear me, why don't you leave the room and then come back?
I don't think she can.
She's still giving us a peace sign.
Cool.
Okay. I see. I'm out here. I'm at home now. I left Legacy 420, and I came home to try to be here for 420, and I just got here. And I had the battery issue. My battery died while we were at Legacy, so I had to get it charged so we could do this. And it wasn't ready for
and you
Glenn's.
made it by the skin of your chinny chin.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Loretta's problem is she can't hear us, she says. So she left the room.
Yeah.
And hopefully she comes back.
I hope she figures it out.
Yeah. I'm still smoking that doob that I had when I was at Legacy.
The one you put out there?
There's so many good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I knew there was no way I was going to finish it. Oh, it's an itch right there. But I was hoping to be online for Glenn's 420.
I missed it anyway. I was picking my son up.
Oh, and I was mobile, low battery at that time as well. I was charging it on the way back this way, but for some reason it stopped charging. And when I realized it, I didn't have enough, so kept on going, and I got recharged and got it going, and now I got some power. So
good.
Yeah.
Well, enough to say hello at 420 anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So, did you have a good time today, Kelly, there at Legacy? Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to see everybody. It was nice that Mary Jane Baker could come and pop down, and a couple of other people from the KGL community came to say hello. So that was nice to see them. I haven't seen them in a while. And of course, always the crew at Legacy 420 is always just nice to really see.
Yeah, exactly.
And yourself to spend 420 with you, Al Graham. Yeah, thank you so much for coming down and for all that you do. It wouldn't be 420 without you, my friend.
I've always tried to get involved, even though it is my anniversary. We try to split time a little bit each way.
That's right. Well, happy anniversary to you and
thank you. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Now I'm looking to see if Loretta's come back. I see she's not back yet, so I'm not quite sure what's going on her end. But Glenn, yeah, you missed yours, eh? So you were able to join in? We'll have one afterwards, right?
Yeah, I had one just before I joined you here. I was hoping to get down here by 5:20, but I think it was 5:21 or in my time.
Yeah, your time. Yeah, because you're on the East Coast, so yeah, your time's a little bit different over there. That's for sure.
Everything's a little different over here.
Yes, yes, it is. Now, just so you guys know, I'm going to be broadcasting on Saturday from Dr. Bucks. So if you
Live on
want
location again.
live on location again, doing part of my garden actually. He's
Nice.
he's gonna trim it up for me, and I'm sure we'll be doing more than just watching some stuff trimming. He's doing some videos. He's getting into some other items as far as business wise. So we'll find out more about them when I talk to him on Saturday.
What time are you doing that Saturday?
That's not confirmed yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I on the way by, I went to stop at his place and I checked with him, but unfortunately he wasn't home. And he was out of town. He was in Belleville. I said, "Oh shit, could have ran into you there." So yeah, no, unfortunately we didn't do that. I wasn't able to touch base with him. So, but no, Kelly, did you see anything on TV or anything like that online as far as what's going on outside of the cyber world, like as far as other city locations like Toronto's or anything?
I think I saw like a couple of events that are at different dispensaries. And Mary Jane was sharing that there was something happening at Yonge and Dundas Square, and our friend Miss Dabbs was headed there. So there's something going on, but not really sure what it is really. I just keep
Yeah.
seeing lots of wonderful things pop up. I was on a show in Ohio a couple of hours ago. On my way back home, I stopped into a dispensary, and Ohio, of course, in a place where it's federally illegal. And I think they only have medical cannabis there. So any dispensaries that they have there are illegal dispensaries or legacy dispensaries. So I treated them to going into an actual legal dispensary here, an adult use dispensary here, and showed them around, and they got to talk to an owner.
Oh,
So
cool.
that was kind of neat. That was kind
Yeah.
of a really cool way to spend the day. So they're in Ohio called Wayward Media.
Oh, okay. So you actually give them an inside look at what's going on here in Canada.
Yeah. So
Ontario.
they were really really happy about that. They're really nice podcaster fellas. So it was a nice way to spend 420. And now I'm just I don't have my camera on because I've just pulled over, and I'm gonna head up home now. But I'm glad to see that I could see you both at 420. And happy high holiday for the rest of your evening.
You too. Now, were you going to
Good one.
another event, Kelly?
I have a big virtual event tonight. We do a late night sesh show every Wednesday. We're in about our 70th week live, and it's like a late night talk show format with comedian Reese Turner and
Right.
some other hosts and segmented hosts. And well, tonight we have an extra large show. We're going from 60 minutes to 90 minutes, and they have no idea who the guests are. They've booked them 10 guests. And they have no idea. I just told them expect the unexpected. And we're actually giving away a huge prize, $420 shopping spree to Oneida Cannabis. So it's a big event. So I'm going to go get ready for it now.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody catch that on KGL TV on YouTube, right?
I'll tell you one secret. Somebody that is a host on Pace Radio is also one of the surprise guests. That's the only clue I can give you.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's the only clue I can give you. But someone you know very well is actually one of the surprise guests tonight.
All right. Well, I look forward to finding out who it is.
Okay. Bye, gentlemen. Happy high holiday.
Bye. Well, she's left us hanging.
Could be fun.
Yeah. Now we don't know who it is. We'll have to tune in and find out who it is. That's good. So I guess down there, did you see anything? Like, I don't know how much social media you're on. I know I see you on Facebook there, Glenn.
I didn't do too much today at all. Mostly just talking to you this morning, and then working on the house. How to pick up the son. I got to go pick him. I had to pick him up from school, drop him at work. Now pick him up from work and bring him home.
Oh yes.
Can't wait till he has his own vehicle.
I lost an earplug. There we go.
Do you have plans for tonight?
Tonight, yes. Gail and I are going out for dinner to celebrate our anniversary. We'll go to a local restaurant and help support them.
You're the only
So-
one I know who's been married longer than me.
Well, I'm trying to think. There must be. There's obviously somebody out there I must know it's been longer, but
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sure there's an
yes.
80-year-old out there
Oh
that's
yeah,
married
there's
longer,
lots
but
of them out there. I just think about the people like yeah, the it's a long time, but there's times there where things just fly by. Just
oh yeah.
like
The older I get, the faster it goes.
it does, exactly. Now there's 5 grandchildren, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, yeah, the family has expanded. So, but other than that, I thought we'd stop in to do the 420 at 420. Have a puff.
Yeah.
It's in the past we've done interviews throughout the day, and I wasn't sure how long things would last down at Legacy, and I didn't want to put a big 12-hour thing together. I was having to do this anniversary thing as well.
Well, you have to keep your wife. You have to keep everybody happy. That's
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, share a little bit around, right?
37 years, right?
37 years. Yeah, and
That's
as I
a
said to
long time.
people, yeah, and as I said to people before, we didn't have a clue.
I saw that picture that you posted today. That you got a 1970s porn mustache there.
Actually, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if that was my first initial mustache that I never shaved off.
Oh, it was a big impressive porn one.
Yeah, the hair was a little longer then too.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That was taken along the river just north of Campbellford. That picture. So
Obviously 37 years ago.
yes, 37, and it was a nice day. But the weekend got cool. We went to a Blue Jay game at Exhibition Stadium.
Oh,
And
it was
we
always
had-
cold down there.
Yeah, we had to buy
Wind blowing.
sweaters. Yeah, exactly. It was mentioned it earlier. The name of it was Mistake by the Lake.
Yeah.
Is what some of the people called it.
It was fun. I saw a lot of concerts there.
Yes. Oh yeah, I saw Pink Floyd there.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, the
Wow.
Division Bell tour. We were sitting at about second base. And
I never saw Floyd. I would have loved to have seen them.
It was great. I enjoyed it so much that I stayed away from concerts because I didn't want to see something that might, take that memory away. I don't know. But I even turned down Rolling Stones tickets.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'd rather go see Floyd. Floyd's one of my favorite
Oh,
bands.
same here, and I had a great time. It was great watching it. All the effects and everything that was involved in it. Back then, it's a lot different than the technology that's available today. But for back then, it was cool. It was a really good time. I said, didn't want to lose it. Don't want to lose it. So, but I've been to concerts since. So
I'm stuck. I love them.
yeah,
Yeah.
How's the guitars going? Looks like you got some missing.
I was playing this morning, so I had my acoustic and one of my electrics out there.
Right.
And then I just ran in the room. I wasn't thinking about putting them back up.
Ah, yeah. Well,
They'll be there. They'll be there next time.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
If I wake up and remember to put it back.
Yes, tomorrow, Reefer Reporters.
Yeah.
We'll be. I don't know. There's going to be some stuff we're going to have to cut out because there's a lot of stories. Kelly and I didn't have a report on Monday, so the cover left. No, it's holiday, Easter Monday holiday.
Oh yeah.
She has a son that she spends Easter with, so she takes the Monday off, and we just take Easter Monday off.
Makes sense.
We're not a bank or anything, but hey, we can make that decision. So
Go right to the top and ask them.
Yeah. So I took the Monday off, and we'll be able to report on some stuff that we touched on at the end of the Reefer Reporters last week on the constitutionality of impaired driving. we'll be able to talk about that tomorrow and other stuff as well. It's been
Awesome.
happening in the news. So, yeah, all right. Well, anything else offhand you'd like to bring up, discuss? Any
I just want to
passport?
say happy 420 to everybody and have a great day. And happy
Yeah.
anniversary to you guys.
Well, thank you very much. Question to you: did you ever attend any of the 420s, like Toronto or Peterborough, or anything like that?
No,
No, I
never,
didn't.
not one time.
Not once, eh?
No.
You never attended them.
No.
Yeah, and
I've never really
probably
done anything on 420 before. Just, it was another day. I'd go out and smoke at 420 and was
that
about
was
it, right?
that was it, eh? You
Yeah.
never went to any of the rallies. Or,
No.
no, eh? Well,
No.
I'm not surprised because like when we met, and the medicating out of the house or away from the house wasn't something that you normally did. So
It was
I know,
still taboo. It was.
yeah,
I met you, I'm going to say 13 years ago, right about there.
yeah.
And at that time, medicine was still new in Canada as a medicine. It was only a couple years old. I don't even know when the
20 years ago was when the program came in.
yeah. So
but as far as the information for everybody and everybody being involved and all that, yeah, it took a while to get things rolling.
yeah. So I never attended anything like that before because I always kind of kept it in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. And no, I can tell you. Well, if you've seen the start of this program, the intro to OTR, there's a spot where the guy in the music is doing a big inhale. And you hear him sucking it in. Well, the picture on the screen is a crowd, just a partial picture, a partial part of the crowd that's at 420 in Toronto. It was either 420 or the Global Marijuana March. I think it's the Global Marijuana March. I had a onstage pass, a press pass to get up on the stage, and it's one of the pictures I took that went together for centerfold picture and big picture in Treating Yourself magazine.
Nice.
But it was just, you're outside, and it was cloudier than a room. Like it was, it was huge. It was a really good advantage spot. So if you ever see the beginning of this, watch the beginning or watch it over again, look for that picture.
One of these days, I'll attend one of those.
Yes, that's right. Well, you never know. Now you got next year to look forward to. But I know that down there, you also some people have held the Global Marijuana Marches. Now I don't know about where you're located. Whether Fredericton holds any 420s or Global Marijuana Marches.
I know there's a bunch of dispensaries here on the reserve that were doing specials, auctions or little, giving away gram baggies and stuff like that.
Right.
Every hour, all day long.
Oh, yeah. So they were doing something.
Yeah.
Nice. My
son actually, he orders his CBD gummies from one of the places. And he won 2 grams. That's how I found out about their contests.
Oh, you won 2 grams.
Yeah, he doesn't smoke, so of course he gave them to me. And, both of them were awesome.
It's kind of him to pass them on to you.
Yeah, really, really good. I'm used to, if I buy something from a dispensary, I get a lot of chemical taste.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. Yeah. I can taste it right away. Everything I grow is organic, so it's got a different taste. And this stuff, I couldn't taste any chemicals. I was kind of amazed that it's the first stuff in a long time that I couldn't taste the chemicals in.
Nice, good. Yeah. And so it's good stuff that you like. So when you have an experience like that, you tend to go back to it.
Well, I'll go back there. It's called Nans, and I don't know the exact thing, but NANS dispensary. So it's on the reserve here, and I will be going back, and I'll get the proper name, and I'll say it next time because I was very impressed.
Yes, that's you get good stuff. You want to go back and get more of it. It's. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting too blocked out by that sun behind me, though. No, that's good because it's always It's like I went back to Legacy to get more lemonade, raspberry and lemonade, right? It's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll always go back if I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm not usually happy. I'm usually just okay.
I'm just turning around here. Just seeing if I can get out of that. There we go. Yeah, now I can. Now haven't got that sun sitting in my eyes or your eyes. If I move my head, no, it's you get a chance if you get to go to one of these down the road. Go to her because it's always a friendly feeling. It's one of community, and it's always a great time. Like I know in Toronto when we do the marches there, it was just like when I first started going to them, they were Niagara Falls is where they were held, and it was at Highway 420, being held at 420, and it was right at the border, right by the Peace Bridge there, so anybody could come across the bridge if they're from the U.S. and join in as well. There was bus loads of people that would go down there as well to participate in out of Toronto. And slowly but surely over the years, more people, they saw how it was done, and it expanded. And like when I got involved, when I started going to the 420s, it was probably around 2006, 2007, right around there. And I know that the one in Niagara had been going on for a little while because a friend of mine, Diane Bruce, she was attending the one down there, and they were giving out gift bags to patients.
Nice.
And helping patients out. So whoever was organizing it at that time was doing that, and then other people organized it, and other people organized it, and things things changed over those early years.
Yeah.
And to what was going on. Like I know I spoke twice down there at Niagara Falls to the crowd, and it was always enjoyable. Look at this, we've got Tamara. Tamara is joining. Just so you know, hey, that's
happy
all right.
420. Late.
Oh, happy 420.
Well, it's been a shit show day.
Yeah, it has been. Hey, well, I know in your world you've had one thing. Here we had some glitches when we got started. Just so you know, the opening ran all the way through this time.
Oh, well, that's good. And then my phone wouldn't quit ringing because it's just like a day around here, like my phone. And then I've been on the phone pretty much all afternoon with all this society stuff. And it's just, and then my kid's like, I need ginger ale. I still haven't gone to the store to get him ginger ale.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, I figured I'd pop back in and see if anybody was here and say happy 420.
Yeah, we're still here. We've actually probably sort of faded off twice as almost departing, and we just keep coming up with more discussion. And we're just Glenn's never been to a 420.
No, not to a 420 rally. No.
Well, I haven't been to a really. Well, I did. We went to 420 in Edmonton, but it snowed and it was miserable, and the cops shut us down. So that was one of the very first, when we did the first 420 in Lethbridge in 2011, there was maybe 20 of us. And then I've never been to Vancouver or any of the big ones either myself. So in here, it'd be pointless to do one too. Even though our population is 20,000, it's just not something that would draw a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. But Toronto, usually is pretty good. They happen in the past, but I'm kind of looking through some pictures and scoping through some stuff, and even I don't see the huge 50,000 crowd at Sunset Beach in Vancouver today either. So
no, aren't you?
No.
Anything? Are you seeing anything else online as far as any outdoor events going on?
Well, Victoria, I seen a picture of Camille standing in front of the legislation in BC with two big pot plants. So they're there. But you have to remember, they're an hour behind me. It's only 2:45 here. It's only 2:45 in Victoria. right?
Right.
So right now you're figuring like, I know things are winding down out down east, like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. You know, it's already 2 or 4:45 your time, quarter to 4 or quarter to 5. Where here it's only 2:45, so we're still, you know, an hour and 20 minutes, or, you know, almost 2 hours from 4:20, and then again, you know, another 3 hours from 4:20. So I mean, the one year we went all the way across and we sat on here on StreamYard, like not on StreamYard, but on Spreaker all day long, because we did 4:20 from 4:20 in Nova Scotia to New Brunswick to Newfoundland, and then all the way across to Victoria, right? So we sat on here for like, I don't know, hours.
Long day.
Yeah, it was a long day. But Al's traveled today too. Like, he's been out to Legacy 420, and then he stopped in at Deb and Ross's, and they weren't there, and he's been, you know, traveling around, and now he's finally home. And now he can, you know, call it a day and go and spend some time with his wife. Because it's our anniversary too, right?
Now you got to go out.
Yes. Yeah. Well, at least where we're going out, it's not far. It's a local restaurant. Which exactly. So
at least you got joints to go home to this time, Al.
yeah, I know. That's I was just in the house and I thought, I made joints, so I had to go back in.
Well, because you forgot them, at least you had something to come home to, because you wouldn't have anything you'd had to roll when you got home, right?
I won't have to roll any joints tonight or tomorrow.
There you go, you're set. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's been, like I said, kind of crazy, but I mean, that's midweek too. Like, it's hard to gather. People have jobs, and, you know, middle of the week, when 420 is middle of the week. I know that that fellow we had on last week, Alex was his name. They're not doing anything till 422, which is what their event's going to be on the weekend, right?
Friday. Yeah. And he went to the 22 because of the year. Yeah.
But also being a Saturday too would be like, well, Friday, which makes it a little easier for people to get to. And like I said, even global marijuana marches, really, Piper, are usually on the first Saturday of May, so that everybody can kind of get to them, because it's a Saturday, right?
Yeah. The Saturday. Well, that's like the global marijuana marches are the first Saturday
of May. Yeah.
Of May, and then that way there's not a dedicated day, and you don't end up like this where you have one in the middle of the week. You know?
Right. Yeah. No, it makes
sense. Can't change 420 though.
What's that?
Can't change 420 though.
No.
And they can't take it away from us, and it's not something that we stole.
No, exactly.
This isn't a holiday that somebody else, you know, conjured up, and then all of a sudden, you know, we decide to take it, unlike other people.
This works out really well. 420, you know, everybody, like, even the guy on the radio today was celebrating 420.
You know what I saw was funny today? Our local paper's got a 20th anniversary or 40th anniversary, and it's got 20% off, and they're holding it up today from Bridge Interiors, and it says 40th anniversary, 20% off. And I thought that was funny because it's 420.
Yeah, that's right. And they probably knew that when they were doing it.
It's possibly, but it was just kind of funny coming out of this area.
Right.
Because I live in a really conservative, like, really. Oh, fuck yeah. Our MP's a conservative. Our MP's Rob Morrison. He's the most conservative ex-RCMP you ever met in your life. But
our whole province is conservative here.
Yeah, right. So you gotta, like, I'm in really conservative area. So
yeah, I know how you feel.
Yeah, you don't even have a store.
That's how conservative it is.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's kind of like I was reading an article today about the Raymond, Alberta, in Alberta, where they've always been a dry town, right? And they had this little vote, and it's very religious, very LDS, Mormon, Latter-day Saints. And restaurants wanted to get a liquor license so they could serve liquor in their restaurants. So they took it to the city council and the 4,000 population there, and they had a vote, and 862 said no, and 462 said yes, and the city council 6 out of 7 said no. So they're still a dry town.
Still a dry town. That's a lot of no's, unfortunately.
It's because of their religion. It's because the whole town is built around a stake center, which is a Mormon church. They call them stake centers. I grew up in southern Alberta. I know way more about them than I need to.
Well, you know more than I do. I can tell you that much.
Me too.
Oh yeah, the Church of Latter-day Saints runs pretty much the Bible Belt of southern Alberta, which is McGrath, Cardston, Raymond, Lethbridge, all through Fort Macleod, all through that area, and they've got like a huge temple like they do in Salt Lake City, Utah, in Cardston, Alberta. So that whole area, like when I grew up out there, I left here when I was 11 and moved to Alberta, then never even knew what a Mormon was. Well, in order to fit in out there, you go to seminary, which is church classes before school. You go to state dances on Friday nights. You go to church and women's nights on Mondays and family home meeting. You're encompassed with their church in order to fit in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. I got. I'm just gonna change my camera here for a second. I won't hang up on you or anything. I got rid of that problem, I think. But you see,
there's a dog. Yeah.
There's my puppy. She was all curled up, and of course, as soon as I put her on camera, she lays up.
She's enjoying the sun. Is it warmed up at all?
Yes, it has warmed up. It's I can tell you from here, it's really warm sitting here on the back deck versus being down by the lake.
Yeah. How far is that drive for you? 2 hours?
No, I'm about an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, it's not too bad then.
Not too bad.
No.
Yeah. The normally it's not too bad. The only part that I noticed it today was on not the amount of gas that I used to get there, but the dollar value of the gas. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Correct. It's cheap. It is cheaper down there than what it is here.
See, and that's what I found. Like when we went out to Two Nugs out here the last time I took the Ukrainians out there. They have like their top ends are $168 an ounce. Their mids are $138, sorry, and then their lower case are $90 an ounce, but they're also charging 7% sales tax.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure Glenn finds that interesting too.
Yeah.
Right. So
my charge sales tax here, so
right. So my question.
Reserve.
Well, that's right. So my question is, where's the 7% going? Because he said no governments get not, and they're not sanctioned by the band because the band here, he has it on his own private piece of property on the reserve. It's not like it's out by the band office or like it's not like they've sanctioned it. They haven't. He's kind of doing it without. Like the band's just kind of turning a blind eye. It's not like
Well,
I think that 7% is a tip.
Maybe the 7% is going to the band, and the band just doesn't want to admit that they're taking it because it's considered illegal money, right?
Yeah.
But again, where's that 7% going?
Well, then you know what to do. If you don't want to support that, then you just go somewhere else, right?
Well, I'm paying 7% at the legal store, so but that money's going into the coffers. It's going into social programs.
I think you're probably paying more than 7% at the
probably.
legal store.
I'm paying GST and PST, so I'm paying 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm paying 12% because I'm paying GST and PST, right?
And there's other taxes that are in it before you even get to that point. Excise
that's
tax.
Possible.
Yeah. Excise tax.
Yeah.
Vapor pens. There's
vape's got a 20% sales tax.
Correct.
On here. Yeah. So there is, but they also don't have those vape tips at the reserve that I can get from the legal stores. They don't have these out there. They don't have them. No. Oh. They don't. So, and like I said, anything online too, like I'm paying $34.99 for these with tax here. That's including tax. If I order them online from a mom, they're $45 plus shipping, which is another $20. So then I'm paying $65.
Oh.
I'm only paying $34.99 from the legal store.
Is that a half gram or a full gram?
Full gram.
Full gram. Now there was something that we had in the news, did we not, Glenn, last Thursday, about the cartridges? And some people said that they were experiencing clogging issues with the 1 grammers.
Yeah.
Depending on whether it's a disposable pen, full pen or not. I've had the same thing happen where I've gotten a full unit where it's a full pen and battery all together. And that has like been totally empty. I was just disgusted. There was nothing in it. And I paid $45 for it in Calgary and couldn't take it back. These here, like I said, this is $34.99 including tax, and it comes in a little box, and then you can put whatever battery you want, right? Like I'm using my Yokan battery, and they also have a battery too, right? So
universal thread, right?
Right. So I'm not finding these plug at all. You just heat them. It's no different than anyone off the black market market either. You just, you just heat them back up. You hit your lighter with it a couple times. It loosens the extract up inside with a little heat, and it goes again. So I can't say I've ever had, I'm not saying nobody else has ever had a problem with them, but I know that I've never had an issue with them, because all you have to be is smarter than the fucking oil. And that just means add a lighter to it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at it. You just got to be smarter than this, right? Add a little heat, it just kind of loosens everything up, and it goes.
Thins it up, eh? So
right, a little hot water, little, not water, because you don't want to near your battery or getting it wet. But I just hit it with a lighter. Even I had these disposable ones that were like this tube, and somebody said, "Oh, I can't get it to work. It wouldn't work." I said, "Did you try hitting it with a lighter first?" No. As soon as she hit it with a lighter, it worked. And it was like, oh yeah, just enough to get that loosened up so it would run, right?
Right, exactly.
Little heat.
Little heat.
That's
all it takes, thin it up a little bit so it doesn't
get stuck. It's oil, right? Like, we all know you heat it up, it turns to liquid. Well, but not everybody realizes that either.
It did for me for many years.
Shatter too. You hit shatter with lighter. What happens? It turns into oil.
Just look at that stuff and it can just break.
Right. But you just hit it with a lighter, and it's liquid again too, right? It all turns back to liquid form. All of it.
All of it. Oh yeah. Well, that's where it was, right? At one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were doing knife hits with, garbage oil off the fucking hot knives off our stoves, and killing ourselves in the 80s with God only knows what. I had a friend, seriously, this is a funny story. We were in grade probably 10 or 11, and one of our friends was selling vials of oil at the local arcade, right? So we figured whatever. And I wasn't into the drugs. We, knew he was doing it. And all of a sudden we hear that Buddy gets busted with these grams of oil at their local arcade. Well, it turns out it was molasses he was selling, and not oil.
Oh, really?
He's a teenager. Yeah, a teenager in high school, and he was selling molasses as oil. So here they go, and they bust him, thinking they've got this great big huge bust with all this, this kid that had all these little vials. He probably had like, I don't know, 30, 40 of them. And back then, that was a huge bust, 30 grams of black oil. Like, oh my God, right? It's more than an ounce of oil. It was all molasses.
Molasses.
Is there any charge for that?
No, nothing. And another friend of mine that was growing daisies in his yard, and the Lethbridge City cops go rolling in his backyard and round up all these daisies and claim it's the biggest outdoor grow in Lethbridge, and they were fucking daisies.
Daisies? And
yeah,
they thought
my friend.
Cannabis?
I had them in my yard in Tabor. The leaves looked just like marijuana leaves. But somebody reported that he had a bunch of marijuana, and the cops were so stupid. They came in, cleaned it all out, charged him with cultivation, and then 2 weeks later came back and apologized, saying sorry. That came back as non-cannabis. Because after it was tested, he told them it's daisies. They didn't believe him. But they went through the whole process of testing. And they're on the front page of Lethbridge Herald with garbage bags full of these daisies, claiming, oh yeah, and it was called Whoops a Daisy. And all these big bags of fucking, which they were claiming were pot plants, and it was all fucking daisies. Not kidding. My husband's best friend Ryan. Not kidding you.
Unfortunately, the Daisy guy, he has to hire a lawyer.
He did.
He gets his name splashed all over the
place, and the police never did any apology publicly. They came to his door and said, "Oh, we're sorry." They barely did that, but nothing. They sure splashed it all over his name, all over the media about how the biggest outdoor grow in Lethbridge's cops, and patting themselves all over the back, but not once saying, "Oops, we fucked up. There were daisies."
Yeah,
not once.
Exactly.
No.
Sneaking in the back door.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Happy anniversary, Gail.
Happy anniversary, Gail. She says thank you. Yeah, I don't have the speaker hooked up here.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's funny because, like I said, these are just two incidents that I know of in Lethbridge, Alberta, when I was growing up. But the cops fucked up so bad. One was molasses and one's were daisies.
Molasses.
But yeah, but again, like, you have to remember this kid was like 15 or 16 years old.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Hey,
bags of oregano. Seriously.
Seriously. I know. I went to. I had moved up here, and shortly after I moved up here, I went back to my hometown, and I went to the local strip mall and tried some cannabis with a guy. Didn't know who he was, or anything.
Oh no.
We said, "Oh, that's good. That's good." And so we bought some off of them. You know, a few dubs later, we're going like, "Fuck, this isn't the same stuff that he. This isn't even cat. Like it. Like,
What
what's
is
it?
this?
What is this?" And we were really young still. Like we were, teenagers, but still not the not the knowledge that the big knowledge difference.
Right?
Yeah. It was. Yeah, we weren't happy. I think we ended up calling it partially.
Yeah.
Was what it was. Yeah.
Like I know I remember us trying to smoke oregano off a tomato can because we thought we could get high off of it when we were kids. Like seriously, like we don't try to smoke tea bags, like just stupid shit. Like you're fucking 13, 14 years old, all hanging out. Let's try smoking some nutmeg off a tomato soup can. I can remember doing that. Like just not kidding you. Like
and those are just like rumors and stories that you hear.
Yeah.
Locally, because especially like the three of us, there was no internet back then.
No. Yeah, but I can remember doing stupid shit like that too. I remember the first joint I smoked, like it was a joint because I remember my friend stole it from her mom. Right. And we were sneaking in a room, and then we had to go to this basketball tournament. And I was high. I just got hit by a bus because I was like, nee, 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 nee. I think I was 13 or 14. I never smoked weed after. But it's funny because I had this roach that they stuck in this. You know how before you had like the pillow bags that you could stuff your pajamas in, and then it would be a stuffed animal you put on your bed, right?
Right.
So I'd stuffed this roach that was about this long in a cigarette pack in this pajama bag, and I stuffed it in the back of my closet. And then when I was like 18 or 19, I found this fucking half a roach, right?
Did you try it?
No. I said garbage. It was like, what the hell? But it was in an Export smoke pack, right? Export smoke pack. I'm like, what the hell? Found out as my mom's like, what the hell? Yeah. It was like 5 years old. No kidding. We found pot in Alan's bag that he had put it in a one of those containers. It was a Coke can, but it was like an actual Coke can, like hiding thing for pot.
Yeah, okay. It was one of those stash jars.
Right.
Yeah.
And he'd put 3.5 grams in there, and we found it like it was like 7, 8 years old. It was like dry as a popcorn fart. You couldn't smoke it. It was awful, but it was still all in the bud. Like it was still all formed. It was all still in bud, but it turned brown, and it was like not moldy, but it was like not
aged.
It was like it wasn't smokable. But yeah, in fact, I probably still have the stem and part of a bud in that stash can somewhere.
Yeah, it might even. Did it have like a bit of a red hue to the like a brownish red?
Red, yeah. Like almost like as soon as you took it out and it got some air to it, it kind of browned up even more because it got some oxidization from the air. Could have been like inside, like pretty sealed jar for however long. But we found it in an old suitcase. Like you're going through all this stuff, and the fuck is this? Open it up and there's just weed in there.
Yeah, exactly. Because about a year ago, I found some samples from the Treating Yourself Cup days.
I seen those? Are those KIF jars? Was it all KIF jars?
That was. These are two. That's two different things.
Oh,
there was cannabis samples, and they were all in Medtainer containers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they were that color. That's why I sort of I threw that out at you. And then the KIF containers that are in the Treating Yourself jars, that was KIF that I had put together in the jars before I moved here to Marmora. So that's 4.5 years ago.
That stuff would probably still be good. I would think the keef would be okay. I'm not sure about the pot because the plant matter will go moldy and get that musty mold, dirty kind of whatever. So you don't, the spores. I don't think you'd want to smoke the cannabis, but I don't think the keef would get any, especially if it's in a sealed jar. I think it would still be okay.
It was in the jar.
I don't think. I think
it was in a box.
I think that stuff would be okay, even if you threw it in cookies or something, right?
Yeah, I like milk chocolate, so I've got some milk chocolate that I'm gonna melt down. And
Good idea.
Infuse the KIF into the milk chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I use every time I make my chocolate. I don't even. All I do is take the KIF out of the box, sift through it, make sure like there's no like plant matter, any dog hair, you know what I mean? Like just kind of, because there's always pet hair and everything I touch, can't help it. And try it, you know, get through that. And then I throw that into the chocolate.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at sifting through it to make sure there's nothing crappy in it. So.
Yeah. The last size, like I can recall being, there was about 3 ounces of Kif is what there was.
That's a lot of candy. Yeah. That's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
Unless you want real strong chocolate, then you can, then, you know, you just use the whole 3 ounces in one batch at 12 and you'll be sleeping for the next month.
I won't be doing that, but yeah, I'll just melt it down with a double boiler and throw some in there and throw it in the molds. And, you know, when I'm making it for myself, it's sort of like you know, that baker or the chef that just, they don't always measure things. They just throw something together. Yeah. It looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, I do that for myself too when I'm baking for somebody else. It's like, oh God, I got to keep this down to, you know, 1 gram, and I'll weigh up 1 gram of Kif and put it in, and that's, you know, 100 milligrams of 12 chocolates.
Right. Exactly.
So it's pretty strong, right?
Yeah. It just, yeah, for my own, I just make it.
How strong are they? I don't know.
I don't know. Strong enough.
Exactly. Just what I need. It's good.
Yeah. Well, I know, Glenn, to bring you into this conversation when it comes to edibles and foods and animals. Now, did you guys not have a recipe or something for some type of hemp-based thing for food?
We just used to put in butter, and my wife makes all our animal food, so she makes all kinds of stuff. So we would put it in food. We had one dog that was really, really bad, a Maltese, and her hips were really, really bad, and she could barely move. But if you give just about, I'm going to say 1/4 gram of what we made, and I don't know the percentage on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't.
But about 1/4 gram on average, and she'd be absolutely fine for a whole day, no problem. Wake up in the morning, she'd be in pain again, and the same thing. And every time we used it, every time we gave it to her, she was absolutely fine. And she lived for, I'm going to say 6 or 8 years after that first started.
Really? There you go. And you're not seeing the dog stone, but you're also not seeing the dog suffer.
No, I don't think she was ever stoned at all. I mean, she might have been, you know, at the very beginning because she wasn't used to it, but never any outward signs. You know, she was never.
Right, yeah. And that's something that you can observe. You keep an eye on.
Well, mine have gotten a roach, and to be honest, it's fucked mine up pretty bad sometimes. Like to the point where you pick them up and they're peeing all over the place. Their ears are pinned back. Their eyes are like they're on acid. Yeah. And that's with just a roach. That's what it's done. But if you give them the CBD drops, like I've got Nolly dogs, that doesn't affect them like that at all. But if I have one, like she's not with us anymore, but if Nutty got a roach, she would literally like be fucked for a whole day. She'd sleep but she wouldn't, and she'd shake. And so I just, like I said, you know, some people say that it's okay for pets, which some pets are okay with it. But I know what it did to the Chihuahua with one roach. It just kind of screwed her right up. Yeah. And I've given Indy oil because he's coughing and he's pretty much dying on me. He's 18 years old. And if I gave him more than just like a pin drop on the end of a toothpick, he'd be fucked for a day. A fecal black oil for a whole day. He was fucked. In fact, I thought I killed him the one time because I just took some and just because he was coughing so bad, I just took a kind of a big chunk and just shoved it in his mouth, and he was just like laying there with his tongue hanging out, and like I thought I killed him. I did, but he was fine. Like he slept it off, but I
had a person tell me one time that they left some cookies on the counter to cool, and when they turned 6, the cookies were gone, and the dog got a hold of them. And
this one too, the whole bag of haystacks from the cannabis cup. We come home and there was extra those chocolate haystacks sitting beside the bed. Didn't even think about it. We left. Come out and he's got the whole bag torn apart in the middle of the living room. Meanwhile, he's also puked right beside it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got to get out of here. I got to go pick up my son.
Do you? Okay.
Happy 420.
Happy 420,
man.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you too.
And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time with the Reef Reporters.
Yep. Happy anniversary. Hope you have a good one tonight.
We will. Off for dinner. That's for sure.
Bye
okay. Now. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. He's gone.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, Loretta was here. You weren't here yet. Loretta was here. She couldn't hear us.
She had that problem every time I ever had her come on. So what I'd have to do is usually go in and take the echo off. And once I click the echo, whatever, off on her little box, because there's those 3 little, it says edit audio avatar or whatever. I don't know, but there's something on there you can edit, and I would have to edit something on my end.
Right.
Like take the echo something off or so. I can't remember exactly. Yeah. And then she could hear, but I don't know what it was with her phone, but we would have that issue almost every Quebec connection. And it would make it difficult because if she can't hear, then she didn't know when we were talking and not talking. And
right. Yeah, exactly. She was giving us a peace sign and going like this. And I at this end, I hadn't heard anything about this echo thing. Yeah. And I'm on the phone too, so the controls are a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing that too. Like, I mean, I just checked to see if I could do it from here, and I can't do that from here either. So I know what on the computer it was just like a little on the 3 dots, and it was like remove the echo, whatever it was. I can't.
Yeah.
But I would do that, and then she could hear us. But yeah, that was an issue on the show too. But
yeah. Okay. Well, now
I know she's got a lot going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, it's been kind of a shit show day, and it's your anniversary, so maybe we should let you go. So you can go get ready for your dinner, because I see that Gail's home, and we'll call it a day. And you got a show tomorrow morning. Anyways, Reefer Report, like you just said, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, or 11 a.m. Atlantic, and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Correct.
So, you got that going on.
And no Pace Radio show tonight. I'll put up a post just so people know that may not catch this broadcast in time, and let them know I'm out for dinner instead.
Well, yeah, and like I said, you've been going since 11 o'clock this morning. To be fair, so you've had a whole day of being on the air. So I think you did your time now. I think you did your time.
Right. Yeah, I think so. Okay, everybody, we'll catch you all tomorrow. Other than that, we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Happy 420. Bye-bye.
Happy 420.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
BMA Hydroponics has everything you need to succeed. Visit our hydroponics superstore at 404 Maitland Drive in Belleville, and we'll show you how to grow your own quality cannabis for pennies per gram. We're open Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Thursdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 613-967-9888. BMA Hydroponics. It's worth the drive. The only way to go.
At Legacy 420, we believe in being different.
Experience the difference of quality control.
Our labs provide tested formulations for all of our products.
Experience the difference in trust.
Our customers can trust that we are following up-to-date COVID precautions for their safety.
Experience the difference in accessibility.
We're open 7 days a week. Please visit our website, legacy420.com, or contact us for curbside pickup as well as nationwide mail order shipping.
Legacy 420 values overall wellness.
Come and experience the difference of Legacy 420.
Did you know that the Pace Radio Network isn't just a radio network? That's right, because most, but not all of our programming is now done via video and is then podcasted at paceradio.net. So if you want to watch our programming, you'll find us on the Pace Radio Network's Facebook page, plus the show's own page, and you'll find us live on the network's YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can find it all, video and audio, at paceradio.net.
A doctor's job is to relieve your pains. And when it comes to growing cannabis, the biggest pain is trimming. Let Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions take the pain away. Whether you're a home grower or a commercial operation, we have the cure. From 4 plants to 400 plants, garden size doesn't matter. Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions comes to you with years of experience and professional discreet service. It's simple. We trim your weed and we do a damn good job. Visit drbuckcts.com to book your trimming.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.